Hello, More Connection family. Welcome back to the More Connection audio newsletter. I am your host, Sharise N. Johnson Moore, your publishing consultant and visibility coach. And this space exists to help you walk boldly in faith, business, authorship, and purpose without losing alignment along the way. Today's conversation is one that requires honesty, courage, and trust. We're talking about letting go of what worked last season. Talking about letting go of what worked last season. Now, there are moments when God doesn't ask us to do more. He asks us to release. What worked in a previous season may no longer be anointed for this one. And that can be hard, especially when something produces results, recognition, or comfort. But growth often requires surrender. Today, we're exploring the courage it takes to let go of familiar strategies, comfortable routines, and even past successes, so we can make room for what God is doing now. And before we get into our letter, our audio newsletter, I got to give you an affirmation, right? So I want you to take a moment and speak this affirmation with me. I release what no longer serves this season and trust God to lead me into what's next. Let's say that again. I release what no longer serves this season and trust God to lead me into what's next. So, I want you to get your pen, pad, paper, and let's deep dive into this newsletter for this week. We are talking about letting go of what worked last season. Come on now, let's get busy. Are you ready to rediscover who you are? To unlock a new level of self-worth and confidence? Coming to Loving Yourself by Sharise N. Johnson Moore is the book for you. This isn't just a book, it's a journey, a heartfelt guide crafted to help you embrace who you are, heal old wounds, and realize the power of self-love. Sharise N. Johnson Moore shares her own powerful story of transformation, inspiring readers with honesty and wisdom. Coming to Loving Yourself offers you the tools to build self-confidence, overcome life's challenges, and celebrate the incredible person you truly are. Imagine finally letting go of self-doubt and stepping into a life filled with purpose and joy. If you're ready to start loving yourself, this is the book for you. Get your copy of Coming to Loving Yourself today and start the journey that will transform your life. Available now on ShariceNJohnsonMoore.com or Barnes & Nobles and Amazon, because true success begins with loving yourself. Now, I always give you pointers when we do the newsletter, right? So I have 5 for you today, 5 pointers. And number 1 is past success can become a present limitation. Past success can become a present limitation. Sometimes the very thing that once moved us forward can quietly hold us back. Past success can become a present limitation when we cling to it instead of consulting God for what's next. Just because it worked then doesn't mean it's required now. I have a perfect understanding of this point. And last season, I did a lot of procrastinating. I didn't think I was good enough. I had self-doubts last season. And I went to a conference. And the conference, by the time we ended the conference, I was a speaker at the conference. I entered the pitch contest. And what happened during that conference really woke me up. It made me understand, it got me to understand that I had to get back on track. I had gotten lazy. I had got complacent. I was really doubting myself in last season. And then I stepped out on faith with a major investment. And what I've learned from making that investment, leaving that conference, I had to get myself back on track in my mind, in my spirit, and in my heart. And I had to get back on the horse, okay? Because I had completely got off the horse, got lazy, wasn't really doing anything. And I tried some things last year that did work, but I never stuck with it. Okay, I didn't stick with it. So the procrastination this year, by this new season I'm in, starting the new year, I started doing things and putting things in order to make it work, to really make my business sit out, do some things that would get me really noticed. I revamped my business last year, and I realized something. I had to get rid of some stuff that I was doing that was not working. I had to get rid of some stuff that was not working in my business last year, like renegotiating my prices. Okay, that was one thing I did last year that I realized I should not have done. Another thing was really not seeing my value and my worth of what I had to offer. I was having doubts because I kept hearing a lot of no's last year, or people would change their minds. It kind of sent me into depressed mode. That's why I stopped doing the work last year. I stopped doing my lives. I just kind of like, okay, I'm just up. And then I would try and I would hear a no and I would shut back down. And this year, after that, like I said, after the conference, I realized something, that some things needed to change. I needed to pivot. I need to really pivot in my business. So I did that last year. And what helped me was so much understanding. I got me a new coach. I got back on the horse, and I decided to go ahead, and this year I'm gonna push the limits on myself. I'm pushing the limits on myself. I'm not clinging to old stuff that didn't work last year. Okay. And so that is how I took an understanding of my past success can become a present limitation. And number 2 is God is seasonal by design. God is seasonal by design. God is intentional about seasons. Ecclesiastics reminds us there is a time for everything, and that includes methods, assignments, and focus. God doesn't change his promises, but he often changes the process. Our role is to discern the season we're in and respond with obedience. Yes, I can relate to this one as well. When I decided to, we go back to this revamping situation. And what it taught me was that I had to change my method, I had to change my assignment, and I had to change the focus. Okay, I got my focus back. I changed the assignment of how I was going to present myself, how I was going to do things, and not stress myself out about the no's anymore. Keep it moving forward. That is the focus. Keep moving forward. No matter how many no's you hear, keep moving forward and keep trying. So you have to change just like God changed. Everything is done in seasons. So, and have discernment in the season where we're in and respond with obedience. Since I've gone into this new season, I've upped my presence on social media. I try to be on time. At first, I was doing good in the beginning of January, and I found myself slacking with my newsletter, the newsletter I sent out, and the audio newsletter I present to you here. But I had to get back on track, get it together. Be obedient. Keep keep the obedience that you and God created, that relationship that you created, that you said, okay, God, I'm going to be obedient to what you asked me to do. So yes, this is a intentional season for me. Let it be an intentional season for you as well. Point 3, comfort isn't confirmation. Comfort isn't confirmation. Comfort feels good, but comfort is not confirmation. Familiar systems and routines can make us feel safe, but safety doesn't always mean alignment. Sometimes God calls us out of what feels secure so we can step into what's purposeful. Okay. Point in taken. After the conference, I asked God to show me how all the behind the scenes back end work is done for a conference and an event that is put on for people to attend. And child, did the Lord answer me. Oh my God. Right now, I'm stepping out of my comfort zone because I had asked God to show me how a conference is put on. Right now, I am working with a coach. She used to be my coach, Wanda D. Hollis. And I'm stepping out of the comfort zone and helping her do the administrative assistant work with the I Am Enough Empowerment Expo. And so, me stepping out of that comfort zone, and I'm sitting there like, oh my gosh, she's giving me these assignments, and I got to do them, and things of that nature. And I was really nervous and everything. And I was like, okay. So when she approached me with it, I was like, okay, all right, whatever you want me to do. That was me stepping out of comfort zone. Saying yes was the first step of stepping out of that comfort zone. And I didn't know what I would get myself into. And let me tell you, it has been an eye-opener for me from day one of this experience, okay? So don't be afraid of stepping out of your comfort zone because it could send you into something that is purposeful, that I want to go to another level in my business where I have an understanding of what other people do to put these programs on. And it gives me insight in case I want to do an event myself later. So I know what to do and how to do it because I've had hand-on experience. So let your stepping out your comfort zone lead you into something new, and you might do it later. You God might bless you with giving you that vision to put on an event such as the one that you did the work for. Too comfortable in your comfort zone. Okay. Point number 4. Letting go creates capacity. Letting go creates capacity. When we release what no longer serves the season we're in, we create space. Space for clarity, space for creativity, and space for divine strategy. You can't carry what's next if your hands are full of what's outdated. Oh my God. Praise the Lord. You can't carry what's next if your hands are full of what's outdated. Prime example. I used to be a person that would get in everybody's Facebook groups. I used to be into all these groups. I used to be I was a part of a woman's group, and I was a part of Facebook groups and different groups and things like that, right? And this year, I had to withdraw from them. I had to withdraw from them because they were not fitting into the season God has for me to come. They were outdated. It's nothing wrong with being in certain activities, but sometimes when you already have your plate full, you gotta learn how to let go of what you can't use anymore, what's outdated. I'll give you another example. Okay, the old way I used to run my business was I used to go into people's DM to see if they wanted to do my show, Entrepreneur Corners, right? And now it is, I do still do it that way, but I did not have a lead form to send the person that was interested. I used to handwrite all my invitation letters, emails. I used to write those invitations hand by hand. And that took time. That took up a lot of my time, right? And now, because I have incorporated in my business the asset of HoneyBooks. HoneyBooks is a program. It is a customer relationship management program. Instead of me going into people's DM, but I've also incorporated HoneyBooks and, created a lead form where I send in the email the lead form link. They can go and get all the information there in the lead form. They either say yes or no. Okay. That has changed the game in my business when I have created lead forms in HoneyBooks for my business. So if anybody asks me for information, now I just send them the title, okay, Entrepreneur Corners Live. Send that and then go to HoneyBooks, get the link, copy the link, and put that with it and send it to them, okay? It has made my business, freed up my time, freed up my space. So, yeah. So the old way I was doing it, yeah, it was outdated. So I took the time to learn some new skills, some new programming. And that's what we got to do in the season we're in. If we want to do new things, we got to let go of some old way of thinking. We got to let go of the old way of doing things. The long drawn out way. Make it more sufficient for us where it suits our capacity. Okay. Point 5. Obedience always outpaces experience. Obedience always outpaces experience. God values obedience more than expertise. God values obedience more than expertise. The next level isn't unlocked by mastering the old. It's unlocked by trusting God with the new. Okay? Experience is helpful, but obedience is essential. Okay? Next level isn't unlocked by mastering the old. It's unlocked by trusting God with the new. Experience is helpful, but obedience is essential. In this season that you are in, I got a question for you. What are you being obedient about? Ask yourself, sit down, take your time, and ask yourself this question. What obedience are you following? Okay? Are you being obedient to what God is telling you, or are you listening to your own mind? Okay? Obedience. From that conference, I give you this. From the conference, I decided to really get back in, devoting my time to having prayer in the morning, spending time with God before I start my day, including God in all my decisions. Because before then, I wasn't doing. I would do it sometimes and I wouldn't. And then He would tell me to do something, I would not do it. And I would procrastinate, sit around, and then it would not work for me, right? So now, whenever God talks and speaks to me, and I ask Him about should I do something or shouldn't I do something, that is me being the obedience and listening to what He's telling me to do. There's a lot of things God is telling me to be obedient of. No, that's not for you. No, don't get involved with that. No, that's not what I have planned for you. And then some things, a light bulb, an instinct, a bubbly feeling percolating inside of me saying, ooh, this is good. I feel good about it when I read it. When I think about it, I ask God about it. He says, okay, yes. And then, I'm being faithful to what He asking me to do. So in this season, what are you being obedient? And, what are you being obedient when God asks you to do? So are you trusting Him with the new? Or are you living on scared or fear or trepidation or doubt? You have to resist the wiles of the devil when he comes with when he comes with doubt, when he comes with fear, when he comes with trepidation, when he comes with procrastination. You have to say, no, I'm going to do it anyway. Okay? So, these are our 5 points. Our 5 points is past success can become a present limitation. 2 is God is seasonal by design. 3 is comfort isn't confirmation. Comfort isn't confirmation. 4, letting go creates capacity. Letting go creates capacity. And point 5, obedience always outpaces experience. So I hope you take these with you today and you go ahead and apply them to your daily living or what you do every day. And remember, your words matter. Okay, you matter. What you're doing matters. Don't let nobody tell you they don't matter. Okay, and take these with you and run with it for the week. Okay, all right, babies. ATL, this is your moment. The I Am Enough Empowerment Expo is coming your way May 24, 2026. Come to a space where dreams are celebrated and everyone is appreciated. This is your opportunity to showcase your talent, promote your business, support the culture, and honor our ancestors, all in one powerful day. Experience inspiring speakers, dynamic panelists, live entertainment, and conversations around wellness and wealth. We're diving into AI, technology, social media, plus fashion and music because empowerment touches every area of life. This isn't just an expo. This is a day of celebration. Our theme says it all, remembering who we are. Tickets are on sale now. Visit iamenoughtempowermentexpo.com. That's iamenoughtempowermentexpo.com. ATL, show up, stand proud, and remember, you are enough. Now, you know I got to give you the author tool of the week, right? So, author tool of the week is Riverside.fm. Okay, Riverside.fm. Now, if you're an author who is expanding beyond the page and stepping into podcasting, interviews, or media visibility, Riverside.fm is a powerful tool to add to your workflow. Riverside.fm is a professional online recording platform that allows you to record high-quality audio and video interviews remotely. Unlike standard platforms, Riverside records each participant locally, so you get studio-quality sound and video, even when internet connections fluctuate. As authors, our voice is part of our brand. Whether you're hosting a podcast, recording interviews, creating content, or being featured on other shows, Riverside helps you show up with excellence. Stewardship includes how we present the message God entrusted to us. And Riverside supports clarity, consistency, and professionalism. Okay, so get Riverside today. The link will be in the description box for this podcast. Okay, get Riverside today. It ain't going to cost you but $44 a month. Okay, it is not expensive and it has a lot of capabilities for it. And if you would like to get Riverside and you need classes of how to use it, please reach out to me. I do teach others how to use Riverside efficiently. Okay? All right. So get Riverside today. Hello, visionary entrepreneurs, authors, and faith-based leaders. Are you ready to amplify your voice, showcase your brand, and reach a powerful, purpose-driven audience? Then the More Connection podcast is the platform for you. We are now offering exclusive advertising opportunities for businesses, authors, and faith-based entrepreneurs just like you who are passionate about making an impact and growing their visibility. Whether you're launching a new book, promoting your services, or expanding your ministry, our audience is listening and ready to connect. Here are our affordable ad placement options. Pre-roll ads, just $25. Mid-roll ads, $50. End-roll ads, only $20. That's right, professional, engaging exposure that works within your budget. And the best part, we offer flexible payment plans. You can choose to run your ads over 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or even a full 12-month campaign designed to fit your needs and goals. So what are you waiting for? Let your brand be heard where faith, purpose, and business connect. To get started, email us today at snjm@ShariceNJohnsonMoore.com. Again, that's snjm@ShariceNJohnsonMoore.com. Let's take your business to the next level together. The More Connection Podcast, where purpose meets promotion. Come on now, what are you waiting for? Hey, authors and future authors, join me every Saturday for Saturday Book Talk Day, live on TikTok, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're bringing books, visibility, and real strategy together. During the first half of the live, we dive into powerful conversations straight from my Publish Now What course, covering what to do after your book is published so your book doesn't just sit, it works for you. Then the second half, we spotlight a featured author, giving them the floor to share their book, their story, and how readers can support them. And authors, listen closely. It is free to be a featured author on Saturday Book Talk Day. It is free to be a featured author on Saturday Book Talk Day. So if you'd like to appear, head to the link tree in my TikTok bio and click Saturday Book Talk interview, or click the link in the description box of this podcast episode. So mark your calendars, bring your book questions, and come ready to learn, connect, and be seen. Saturday Book Talk Day, 6 p.m. through 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. TikTok at Sharise J. Moore. I'll see you live on Book Talk. As you move through this week, remember this. Letting go isn't failure, it's faith. God can't feel what you refuse to release. God can't feel what you refuse to release. Thank you for being part of the More Connection family. Stay faithful, stay visible, and stay connected. Your host, Sharise N. Johnson Moore, and talk to you next time on the More Connection audio newsletter.